ESOPs are a wonderful vehicle if you're large enough, as I said before. Transactional costs are in the hundreds of thousands of dollars to do an ESOP. But with an ESOP, if it is properly formed, and an ESOP is a qualified retirement plan. It has all of the same rules as with regard to fiduciaries, with regard to administration, as your 401k or any other type of qualified plan. But with an ESOP, basically the owner, if they own C stock, can sell to the ESOP and pay no current income taxes until if they turn around and invest in what's known as qualified replacement property. Qualified replacement property is stock in publicly traded companies, etc. So you could take your portfolio, you could take your company, sell it, and buy a complete diverse S&P 500 portfolio and pay no taxes on any of that money until you actually sell the stock.
So it's similar to like a real estate exchange?
It's similar to a 1031 exchange, but there are certain limits on it, and it only applies to C-Corps. Now, and this is why we'll talk about C versus S again, as I said, a little later. However, the best place for the corporation to be after an ESOP is done is an SCorp. Why? Because the sole stockholder is a qualified retirement plan, meaning it pays no taxes going forward. So the idea here is that I have clients that are saying, well, I'm 3 to 5 years out, convert to C now, and then within 2 to 3 years, after you hit your 5-year point in time, because you can only switch S and C once every 5 years, you elect C before the acquisition, you start your 5 years running, and then when you sell the ESOP, they know when you've hit that period of time, they can become an SCorp. So this way you can make it a win-win that the seller can get the deferral, and then the company will eventually realize the benefits of being an SCorp by not having any tax liability. ESOPs are very hard. Once you go into an ESOP, it's very hard to sell them, because finding someone else who wants to buy it or break up the plan is time-consuming and expensive. But as I said, they can be a wonderful vehicle. I have a client that's going to sell his business for about $3.5 million, and he's not going to pay any capital gains taxes because he's probably not going to need the 3.5. He's not going to have to sell any of the stock for any time soon because he's got significant other assets. So ESOPs can be a wonderful vehicle